Good morning. So today we are at St Aidan's Nature Reserve, which is owned by the Royal Society for Protection of Birds. It's in West Yorkshire, not too far from Rothwell, so it's between Wakefield and Leeds. The car park is £4 all day. There's a cafe and a really nice sort of kiosk where there's an RSPB member that will talk about the history of the area, because this is an open cast coal mine which closed about 20 years ago. So there's still sort of relics of that. There is a giant monster which we will come to, called Oddball, and that's still here. I'll show you a photograph of that. Okay, so it's the open cast was filled in and then it was flooded to create the wetlands that we're going to be walking around today. The footpaths are a bit muddy in places, nothing too much to worry about, just make sure you are correctly shod for mud, and yeah, we should have a good day out if it's muddy. So from the car park at St Aidan's, you head over towards the Little Owl Cafe. Just behind the cafe there is a kiosk which is manned by a RSPB member. Lots of good information about the site. Nice chatting with the local people. And here we have the monster called Oddball. It's a dragline machine for open casting of coal, which is what this site was. There's lots of history inside the kiosk. I'll tell you all about it. And what we're going to do is, from Little Owl Cafe, go through a gate, and then we're going to follow that up onto the hill, follow the tree line over to the green field, and then we're going to come back down into the site. Bird spotter's paradise. Some reed beds down there, which we'll have a look at. And this is the old coal excavation site. It's a beautiful day. It's a bit chilly, but beautiful day. It's about 8 kilometres. Should take us about 2.5 hours. A monster machine called Oddball, which was the smaller one of two, and the other one was called Big Bob. Run by electric. It's got 2 feet. One on this side, one on the other, and it used to walk very slowly. We've now climbed nearly to the top of the hill. So got onto a bit of a grassy path. You can see Oddball just down there on the left. This is the RSPB site. And we're heading up here. It's definitely worth coming up the hill. So we've arrived at a kissing gate, and the signage here and a little bit further on telling us to go straight on, which is my intention. So we're going to just continue along the hedge line, and then we're turning left to come back into the reed bed area. So looking back to the car park and Oddball and the cafe, this is the RSPB Nature Reserve. We're actually in the Aire Valley. The River Aire is just over there, and the Aire and Calder Canal. And a bit further on in the distance is the city of Leeds. We've just come through this gate, crossed over this vehicle track. Sorry about the sun, it's very low at the moment. We're going to go through this gate. We're on the other side. The public footpath follows the fence line, but we're going to take the other footpath which sort of goes off at 10 o'clock, and that'll just cut the corner off. We're down and amongst the reed beds now. We're going to get to this junction just here, and we're going to head off to the right and then left. So now I'm just going to move off the main sort of walking path to the Northwest Lake. Hello. Can't do much about my fizzog being in the way with the low sun just behind me. So we're going through this gateway now, and then we're going to go left in between two lakes. We're sort of heading over towards those, whatever those containers. So we've recently had some snow, which of course didn't last very long, and then it rained really heavily for about 48 hours, causing flooding in places. And as you can see, the River Aire is quite high. We've just crossed Lemon Royd Bridge where the weir was. We've come into this Lemon Royd and Waterside basin. I'm going to head over to that road bridge, cross over, come back into the Canal basin. This is the Aire and Calder navigation area. And then we're going to head off down and follow the canal for a little bit. Lloyd Marina. So that's the lockkeeper's office. Lemon Ride Lock. It's a big step down. And we're sort of heading down where the sunshine is. We're following the canal down until we get to the first bridge. So just behind me, maybe another 100 yards or so, we're going to leave this and we're going to cross over the canal. So we've now come to the bridge that we're crossing over. Squeeze through the squeeze style. And of course, the river has joined the canal and made the river navigable. After stepping down at the weir, stepping down at the lock. It's moving quite quickly. Oh, stranger danger. Beautiful. So we're on the side of the bridge now. We're going down towards, turning right, going down towards Caroline Bridge. We're not going to be crossing that because that recrosses the river, but just after Caroline Bridge we're going to be bearing left and leaving the river now and going back into the nature reserve. So after they'd pumped all the water out, they continued mining until they'd extracted all the coal, and they filled the big hole back in again with all the spoil. And the hillside over there that we walked on originally, that's all the topsoil that wasn't put back because it was made into a nature reserve, and they obviously wanted water for the birds. But what there is a large berm, as you can see, a large berm between the nature reserve and the river. What we're going to be doing is we've been walking down this berm all the way, and that's just sort of a body of land built up, as you can see there, protecting the nature reserve from the river. And walk down here a couple of 100 metres and there's another bridge, Bridge Caroline, and we can get back into the nature reserve and back to the car park, the cafe, and say our farewells to the excavator, Oddball. So this area and South Yorkshire, south of West Yorkshire, under the ground there are many, many millions of tonnes of coal. And the coal was extracted primarily for the power stations, generating electricity for the country. A ferry bridge isn't too far away from here. It's just down the valley. The River Calder comes into the River Aire, not too far, maybe a mile or so down river. Yeah, it's all very interesting stuff, lots of history. Can't see very much of it these days. Yeah, coal, black gold. This is the outfall where they release water from the canal into the wetlands, and maybe the other way, extreme flooding. So that's where we're going, through this gateway. Follow the red brick road. 20 metres after the spillway we come across this sign, public footpath. We want to be going left towards Oddball over there in the trees. In conclusion then, what do I think about this 7 kilometre 2 hour walk around St Aidan's nature reserve? Yeah, it's really nice. It's a little bit boggy in places if it's been raining. There's lots of signage, there's a cafe, toilets, parking is £4. It's really nice for a winter stroll out. You can hear the birds in the background, there's plenty of bird life. It's quite busy, lots of bird watchers, dog walkers and the like. Yeah, if you get a chance, get out here. But it's all worked out for the best, and it's a really nice place. Come and visit. The monster truck is here for the grandkids as well, if they want to come and have a look at that, because it is massive. Okay, until the next one then, happy hiking.